I have the great fortune to be talking to Rylin Rodgers, who is the Director of Public Policy here at AUCD. Today we're going to be talking about what is called appropriation. So welcome, Rylin.
Thanks for having me.
The first question is, what is the difference between a federal budget and people saying appropriation?
It's a great question because a lot of times we use the term budget and appropriations together and it's hard to know which one is which. When I think about it, I think about budget being the total amount of money, so the big pot of money that we're going to spend, and appropriations being deciding how we're going to divide up that pot for different items. So if you think about your family budget is all the money you have to spend, and appropriations is how much you spend on housing and how much you spend on food. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
So we think about all the ways that the federal budget impacts people with disabilities and really try to advocate and speak up about how important those pots of money are.
Okay, great. Thank you. Can you share with the audience the process of appropriation? Why is it important?
That's another great question. People often get confused about who gets to decide how our money is spent. You might sometimes see in the news discussions of the president's budget, but the reality is that it's Congress that decides how money is appropriated or spent. And every year they start the process of hearing from constituents, people in their districts, about what's important to them. And then they work as committees, really dividing up the money.
If I go into my member of Congress and I say that, and I don't know the words to use, but I say this is what is my special education matters to me, or self-advocacy matters to me. Will people understand that?
So that's a great question, and often people don't talk to the members of Congress about appropriations because they don't feel like they have the magic words or enough information to share. So your question and your idea about can I just call and say that special education matters to me, or Medicaid or Social Security, and does that help? The answer is yes, you can, and yes, it does help.
Tuesdays with Liz is a weekly video series that is in plain language, highlighting current issues in disability policy. It's hosted by me, Liz Weintraub, a longtime disability advocate, and produced by AUCD. We welcome your comments. Please contact myself, Liz Weintraub, at aucd.org, or Rylin Rodgers, rrodgers@aucd.org. And it's produced by Jalen Marks, J. Marks, at aucd.org.